Hello, loyal fans and subscribers. Ninamori Fanboy here with a battle against someone from Miiverse named Mikasa, although I believe his Miiverse name was like Sunny D. Anyway, this is my my OU Pikachu team again. I used it like 2 videos ago. I believe this was the first time I tried it out, and as you can see, my opponent's got a pretty cool looking team like Garchomp, Skarmory, Crobat, Heracross, Mega Heracross, and then 2 evolutions that you don't really see too often in OU, being Vaporeon and Jolteon. And like I mentioned, this is my Pikachu OU team, so let's just get this started and see how it goes. Like I mentioned, this was the first time I tried this team, so I didn't really know how it would perform, so I led with my Smeargle, as he unexpectedly leads Jolteon. Well, that wasn't really unexpected, but this is something I wasn't even beginning to imagine. He's on an air balloon, then goes for substitute as I try to spore him. So already not looking good as he goes for Thunderbolt, which, well, it won't KO me obviously because I have a sash, but it does take me down pretty low and gets a paralyze. Fortunately though, I'm not fully paralyzed, so I'm able to set up my sticky web, which will slow this thing down, and the Garchomp and the Heracross. But he does take out my Smeargle right here. Actually, no, it won't take this thing down because it's on an air balloon, I've discovered. But either way, now I just go into my Sableye and gonna start setting up some Calm Minds. I don't Mega Evolve right yet, just to, keep my Prankster. And with Spadef at +1, he goes for Shadow Ball, and it hardly does anything. Well, okay, that was a bit more than I remembered. Now I go for Calm Mind again, as, again, I probably should have expected this, but I didn't. The reason he has Sub is because he also has Baton Pass. So, a pretty uncommon Jolteon that's kind of putting in work against this team of mine. So he goes out to this Garchomp. Now he's behind a Sub. He's a bit slower though, so that's good. Now here he sets up an SD, so he's at +2 behind a Sub. Pretty scary. And I'm still not Mega Evolving, so I can maintain my, Prankster. Because I want to break his Sub right here, then go for Will-O-Wisp this turn, and then, neutralize the +2. However, he has a Lumberry, so I'm about to get blown back by this earthquake. If I was Mega, I might have lived that, but if I was Mega, I wouldn't have burnt him in the first place. So, I mean, I would have maybe, but he would, like I said, he had the Lumberry, so it didn't matter. And I'm not gonna mess around with this threat. I'm just going straight for Ice Beam, even though he has this Vaporeon. So the Vaporeon takes this Ice Beam pretty easily. Recovers to full at the end of the turn with leftovers, I believe. And at this point, I'm expecting a Wish. So I'm actually going to go straight to Pikachu, I think. This was a while ago. Yeah, that is what happens. Right out to Pikachu. As he goes for Toxic on my Pikachu. That's not good. I mean, it's better than, like, burnt or paralyzed. Well, Pikachu can be paralyzed, but, Now here I just go for Fake Out to get a little chip damage before I try to take this thing out. And it's a good thing I did, because I completely forgot he even had Jolteon. So he would have gotten a Volt Absorb off if I went for the electric attack I kind of debated on going for, but Fake Out did like half damage to Jolteon. Good grief, Pikachu, you need to calm down. Now here, I don't think it said his speed was lowered because it was on the air balloon, so he actually switches out, because I'm going to switch out definitely, because, I can't take a Shadow Ball, and like I said, I don't think his speed was actually lowered. Either way, he went out to Crobat, I went out to Bisharp. So I'm just going to go for Sucker Punch to try to get some damage, or not Sucker Punch, Knockoff, to try to get some damage on that thing. However, he switches in his Heracross, who had the Mega Stone, so nothing happens. and his speed was lowered, so I know I'll outspeed it with my Bisharp, and I'm predicting him to actually go for Rock Blast, hoping to hit my Talonflame, so I'm just going to stay in, go for Rock Head, or Iron Head. Wow. You know, I figured I could potentially get a flinch even if he didn't go for Rock Blast, but he did go for Rock Blast trying to hit my Talonflame, so I mean, he's not doing much to my guy here. Now I'm just gonna go for Iron Head again. Like I mentioned, I can potentially get flinches, a bunch of good stuff, but he goes out to Skarmory, and it turns out this Skarmory has Rocky Helmet. Now I'm just going to go for Knockoff to get rid of that Rocky Helmet, as he goes for Roost. Okay. Looks like here I withdraw my Bisharp, and okay, I went out to Pikachu, alright. As I think, oh, I thought he went for Whirlwind, but it looks like he set up Stealth Rock, okay. Now here I don't even go for Fake Out for some reason, I just go straight for Volt Switch. And, I mean, he'll be at Sturdy, but he'll only have 1 health left, so. Oh, I get a crit, I doubt that mattered. Because if he had Rocky Helmet, he's probably physically defensive, and you know Skarmory doesn't have good special defense, so that I have little doubt that would have taken him to Sash or Sturdy, regardless. Here he goes for Roar as I went into my Bisharp, and now my Starmie comes in, and I can KO this Skarmory with Rapid Spin, which I'm definitely going to go for right here. However, he does withdraw the Skarmory and goes out to Vaporeon again, who I can't really touch with anything other than Pikachu. But I do get the rocks out of there, so my Talonflame can come in if it needs to. My, well, yeah, I think Talonflame's the biggest one, because my Sash user's gone already, so, yeah. Now I just go for Psyshock to get some damage on this thing. My plan is to bait him into going for whatchamacallit, what do you call it? Wish. And then, you know, then I can bring in Pikachu. I think I do that right here. He got a burn with Scald. Doesn't really matter, I have Natural Cure, and I'm not physical anyway, so, I mean, I will be getting worn down. Anyway, the point is I do go into Pikachu right here, as he withdraws himself for some reason, and goes out to Garchomp. Like I said, he already used his item, so I know he's not scarfed or anything, and I don't want to touch him and take Rough Skin damage, so I'm just going to go for HP Ice, do as much damage as I can to this thing, almost take out the Garchomp as it's able to take out my Pikachu with Earthquake. Now his Vaporeon is kind of a problem though. However, I can go into my Talonflame. He actually withdraws his Garchomp right here. Goes out to Alloy Harpy. And I just went for Acrobatics, you know, to try to take that thing out before, you know, if it had a rock attack. I didn't think it would because it was probably the sub-SD Earthquake Outrage. But either way, I just went for Acrobatics. Here he actually goes for Defog, getting rid of both our hazards as I set up a Swords Dance. And now I'm just going to set up another Swords Dance. And then he goes for Brave Bird, which doesn't even do half. So like I said, I'm going to be able to go for another Swords Dance. So now I'm at +4. And I'll be able to take out this Crobat in one hit with this Acrobatics. Down that goes. Now he goes out to Garchomp, and he actually forfeits right there because I believe he only had the Jolteon that was basically dead, the Vaporeon, and the Heracross left, and the, you know, the Garchomp that was basically dead. So +4 Talonflame could have probably swept easily. Not even probably, could have swept easily. So yeah, I did manage to win against Sunny D, aka Mikasa here. This, you know, the first time I used this OU Pikachu team, and I was pretty proud of it, so I went on to use it a few more times. I already showed one of the battles here on YouTube, but this was the first time, and I believe there's one more battle, which I might upload next. I don't know yet. Either way, thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to battle me, let me know in the comments, and have a good day.